car crash. All that I wanted. Get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down there to the right sideline. It's Casey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, nice move. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, but we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On first down, Kemp. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
the Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
11 MT tape.
Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Toss to Harvey, running right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right, because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footbags with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now it's Nix. Find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Nix once more. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
I just want to ride. I just
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Gun. Cut. 180. Stop.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kemp. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind touchdown. Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal.
180. Cut.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 13 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix.
Throw left side, complete. That's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And now to compensate, at least on this drive, a momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Nix from the shotgun.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here, 12, 12, 12. Wide 80. Wide shot.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They throw it out right complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Gun. 12, 12. Wide 80.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 1. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll swing this out to Harvey. They wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Gun. Back.
They'll run on 1st down. Kemp. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
So 2nd and 10,
Here we go.
3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On play action, here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And all the way down to the 29. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Nix. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Nix to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They're going. It's Nix.
That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches do.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll go play action with Nix. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now it's Nix. Now he's going to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Lane drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Mims in motion left. To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Kemp. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180. Shot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp. And down to the 36-yard line here. 106 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Kemp. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They're going to get this out to Chase. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun. Shot.
Up the middle they go. Kemp. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here we go. Big.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's out right at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling
no,
again.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.